Breath of the Wild, meat and rice. So nice, I made it twice. Hey everybody, it's Hammy, and I didn't realize after I published my gourmet poultry pilaf recipe from weeks ago at this point, that I had already done it before. You know, I've been doing Breath of the Wild recipes since before the game even came out, so it's only natural that I'm going to step on my own toes. But also, I'm always looking for ways to make recipes that I've made before easier and taste better. I'm always kind of like experimenting and trying new things. And this goes for the poultry rice recipe that I made, and also for the meat and rice recipe that I'm going to show you today. Now, the original meat and rice recipe was a 2-day process. It wasn't that hard, but there were a lot of ingredients. I might have overcomplicated things, sorry. This one is way easier, especially because you can make a big old batch and then you can freeze most of it and then have it for whenever you need it. This one is based on a Filipino recipe called tocino, which is bacon, but this isn't traditional bacon. It's not smoked, it's not cured. It's marinated for a while, but it's not what I would call cured. But it is easy. It's only a handful of ingredients, super cheap. It's great. I can't wait to show you. Let's go make it. Now, traditionally for this recipe, pork belly is used, but I think pork belly is too fatty, and frankly, it's too expensive. But what isn't expensive is pork shoulder, which is pretty fatty, but really meaty too. It's the thing that you use to make pulled pork and other delicious things like that. All right, take your pork shoulder, and we're gonna slice it into thin pieces, about 1/2 centimeter thick and about an inch to an inch and a half long. But honestly, it doesn't need to be perfect. You can kind of make things as big or as small as you want them. Just make sure that the pieces are uniform and not too thick. Now for the marinade. We're using a base of pineapple juice. Why pineapple? Easy. Pineapple and papayas and mangoes have an enzyme in them called pain, which tenderizes meat, which is pretty cool if you ask me, but it's also going to give it a little bit of flavor. In goes the juice, Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, garlic, a mix of white and black pepper, use whatever you have, and one of my favorite seasonings, Togarashi Shichimi. Alright, if you're not familiar with this, it's a special blend of spices that can include chili pepper, orange peel, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, ginger, and even nori sometimes. It's really good stuff, and I like it for things like this. You can use whatever you want. You can add any spices here that you want, any flavorings, just don't add any more salt. That's something that we want to control. Alright, cover this whole thing with plastic and place it in the fridge for at least 2 days. Yeah, it's going to take a little long, but it'll be worth it. Once the 2 days is up, drain the meat. Now, I'm going to put all of my meat pieces on a Silpat lined sheet, and I'm going to freeze them for about 4 hours. Then, you can store them in a zip-top bag and keep them in the freezer for up to 4 months. And then when you want to use them, just take them out at night or in the morning, whenever you plan on cooking them, and let them thaw in the fridge for about an hour to an hour and a half. They thaw pretty quickly. Alright, for this special meat, we're going to make a special rice. Starts with butter. Add garlic and cook it until fragrant. Then add your favorite kind of rice. I only keep short grain rice around the house, which is the kind that they use for sushi, but you can use whatever rice you have. If you do use sushi rice, make sure that you wash it first. Alright, fry the rice in the butter and the garlic for about a minute or 2. Do not let the garlic burn, it'll taste gross. Alright, add your water, bring to a boil, cover, and simmer on low until it's cooked. It's rice! This is something you should probably already know how to make, but, it's pretty basic. You really can't screw it up. Now for the meat. Get a non-stick pan and heat up some oil. I'm using chili oil because that is my favorite for stir frying. Alright, now season it with a little bit of salt and MSG. Place the meat on a single layer. And then fry over medium heat for about 5 minutes each side until the meat is golden brown and the meat is cooked through. To serve, pile on that special rice and top it with some tasty meat. Garnish with green onion tops if you like. You did it! Prime meat and rice bowl. A tasty and pretty easy late night dinner. And I don't have to tell you that it is the meat. Thanks for watching! What's your favorite meat and rice dish? Let me know in the comments. There are plenty more Breath of the Wild recipes in this playlist, you should check them out. Thanks for watching, see you next time!